Satiris Basakaropoulos. Hi, this is Satiris Basakaropoulos, and I'd just like to welcome you to our hangout with myself and Matthew Armstrong. We'll also be having, as long as there's no technical issues or anything, we'll also be having a guest with us this evening who is an actor and also a director. His name is Allan Gildea, so he'll be with us shortly, and he'll be also chatting a bit as well. I'm going to be covering, later on, I'm going to be basically covering social media strategies. Now, this is very, very important for your business. This is, a really good way to build your online business. And if you're already in a business and you're not having any success in your business so far, it's probably because you're not doing some of these social media strategies that I'm going to be teaching you tonight. So this is a really important hangout, to stay till the end to actually hear all these different social media strategies which you should be doing on a daily basis. If you don't actually do these things on a daily basis, you won't get the same results, as what you will if you follow this training. So I'm going to put you over now to Matthew. And hi, Matthew.
Nice to hear. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's team training, and also for our subscribers and whoever else as well. I guess whoever's here. And I'm actually just really excited to hear and see Satiris' training tonight, because I was speaking with Satiris earlier on, and we hadn't spoken for about a week, and he was just telling me about what's been happening throughout the week and this new income stream he's created just out of the blue like that, and it sounds very exciting. So I'm looking forward to seeing the training and exactly what he's now doing in social media. So make sure you listen in and be ready to take notes for that one, because I'll definitely be doing that as well. And I've very little to say this evening, because I'm just looking forward to this training, and also seeing Allan coming on the call as well. So all I would say is the reason why you'll carry out maybe these things tonight and take the actions after Satiris delivers a training, because that's the difference. It's easy to watch a training and go, okay, that's all well and good, but then actually putting it into action and taking the steps that are necessary to create the results, and that's really the key. The key is just taking action on what you learn, and taking action no matter what. No matter if you fall over, if you fail, if you don't know what to do, if it all just seems like a new language at the start, just to keep going with it. And what's going to make you do that? What's going to make you keep going with it? Because the thing is, most people don't. Most people just fall into their routine that life gives them, and if you don't create your own plan for your life, then you're just going to fall into somebody else's plan for you, and that's the truth of it. And there's people out there that will want you to fall into their plan, and that's why most people in jobs are falling into somebody else's plan for their dreams. And nothing wrong with that, of course. Whatever you wish to do in your life, but if you really want to, live a fulfilling life and have the incredible freedom, then you gotta have initiative. That's the one difference I see with people who are successful entrepreneurs and people who aren't, is you gotta take the initiative yourself, where you're not being told to do something, where you're just going, okay, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to learn this. And even if I come up against obstacles, come up against brick walls, I'm just going to keep going with it and make it happen. And that's the key difference. And also, it's something I was blogging about today, is something I'm getting on a deeper level, is definiteness of purpose. Your definiteness of purpose is so important, to know where you're going in life, to know what your grand purpose is, your grand goal, to really know what that is, and to be very clear on it. And if you're not clear on it, start getting clear on it and define it and find out exactly what it is you're going to do in your life. And this is something that I read in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, around 11 years ago, where it's probably the main secret in his book is to have definiteness of purpose. It's a phenomenal bestseller for timeless. Been a bestseller for decades and decades. And he interviewed 500 of the most successful men in America back in the 1920s, 1930s, whatever. And he said out of the 500 men that he interviewed, the one thing that every single one of them had in common, the one thing, some of them had many things in common, but the one thing that every single one of them had in common was they had definiteness of purpose. If you ask them, what's your purpose in life? What's your mission? What are you going to do in your life? They could just tell you like that. Oh, I'm doing this. Very, very clearly, so the person could understand it in an instant and be clear on what they're doing, where they're going. And there's no hesitancy. And when you can get to that point where there's like zero hesitancy, you're completely clear. And when you tell somebody else what it is you're going to do in life, your grand purpose, your definite major purpose in life, has different words. Could be your grand goal, whatever, your mission. If you can say that and within 10 seconds very clearly, and the other person can understand it, then you probably got it. You probably got it, and you can say it with complete certainty in your mannerisms and your voice. So to find out what that is for you, even if it means taking a week to do nothing but just focus on working that out, it will be the best week of your life, best spent week of your life to actually just do that. Because without that, motivation won't last. Your inspiration won't be fully there without that. So that's the one thing I want to get across to you tonight, because it's been getting across to me on a more deeper and deeper level, where I see it more clearly, and I'm getting even more clear. And even before, when I thought I knew what my definite major purpose was, then I suddenly went to a whole new level and got even clearer than I was before. So that's what you want to do, and that's what's going to give you the initiative to take the action and get focused and not get distracted. Because it's so easy to get distracted in this world today. It's so easy to get distracted if you're working from home. It's so easy to get distracted if you're working online. This is one of the most distractible professions in the world. As someone who has a business online that works from home, there's no other job in the world that can distract you as much as trying to do this job. There's so many potentialities for distractions. So when you get so clear on your definite major purpose, and that starts to clear all the distractions away, and the things pop up and you don't even care about them on your screen or the windows or whatever, and you just like hone in on things, and that's what's going to determine your success. When you get really, really focused, and you get really, really focused by being really, really clear on your definite major purpose, and then you're unwavering. No matter what obstacles get in the way, you just push them out of the way as you keep moving forward. And that's what you got to do. You keep moving forward on your most inspired. And it has to be something you'll know when you've really found it, when you feel like lifted up, you feel light, and you feel completely inspired by it. And I'm learning a lot lately. I've been going through this book a few times now. I keep on mentioning it, but like Napoleon Hill's book that he wrote back in 1937, that is still a bestseller today, I believe this book will be the equivalent of the 21st century that Napoleon Hill's book was of the 20th century, The Values Factor by Dr. John DeMartini. And this has taken it to a whole new level, where I believe people who read this book and take action on the exercises in it will achieve amazing results and get the things that Napoleon Hill said back in the day it's so much more clearer in that book, said in a different way, and with exercises that you actually do that help to create the rewiring in your brain to give you the success that you're looking to create in your life. And so that's the book there. If you're still fuzzy on it, if you're still fuzzy on what your purpose is, what's important to you in life, if you're still struggling with motivation, with distractions, you really need to get that book. And that's what I recommend for everyone on my team, is to get that book and start going through it. And that's what's gonna, by taking action on these things that we're saying here, that's what's gonna help you create that success that you're looking to create in your life. Because out of the many people who are watching this hangout, and will watch this hangout in the archives afterwards, there will be a certain percentage that will just watch it passively, and you might get a little bit out of it. You might take some action from it, but then there's be a few less people who will actually take notes and actually go, okay, well that's interesting. I'll take some notes on that. I'll look at that afterwards. I'll create a bit of an action plan from this. Your results are just going to blow the people who are passive. Your results will blow that out of the water. So that's why there's so few successful people on the planet, is because the successful people are the ones that just decide to use their own initiative and take notes, to take action. Those that buy this book, there's so many people that will buy this book and put it on the shelf and never read it. They'll just buy it, and as soon as they get it, they'll just be comfortable. I've got it. We'll go on the shelf. Okay, I've got the book now. That's great. And never read it. A few more will read the first chapter. A few less will read the whole book, and then a few less than that will actually do the exercises. And I've been pushing myself to do the exercises, because they're not easy. They're really not easy, and they're not meant to be easy. It's meant to really stretch your brain beyond its limits. And so I'm pushing myself to do the exercises in the book, because I know that less than 1% of people do that. And if you want to have what less than 1% of people have, then you got to do what less than 1% of people do. If that makes some sort of sense to you. And so that's all I'll say for this evening. Get clear on your definite major purpose. Get that book. That will help you get clear if you're still fuzzy on it. And then take action on everything that Satira is going to show you this evening. And that's me. Thanks, Satiris.
That's great, Matthew. That's brilliant. So the first thing I want to talk about, this evening is, I want to talk about, basically managing your social media accounts. And the thing about it is that a lot of people will go and they will do bits and pieces. They will go and will maybe post something on Pinterest, or they'll post their blog link on Pinterest, or they'll post their business on Pinterest, or Facebook or Twitter or something like that. But the thing is, they're not long-term growing a social media base, right? People get lackadaisical, and they get sort of bogged down in everyday stuff. They'll maybe be doing their blog post, or they'll be doing something else, and they will be sort of not building up their social network. Okay. And one of the things I've actually been doing, I have a lot of online websites and businesses, and of course, my favorite one of my businesses is obviously my Empower Network. And I love it. I love the trainings. I love everything that I actually get from it. But tonight I just wanted to go through what you need to basically do if you want to build up a social network following, long term. These are the tasks that you need to do, right? Now the thing about this is you can do them yourself, or you can outsource. You can actually outsource some of the stuff, so you can outsource them and get other people to do them for you. The one thing I would say to you is to know what you're doing, learn this, do these techniques that I'm telling you, and learn them so that you're good at it, right, before you start getting other people to do them for you, because if you go and start outsourcing something that you know nothing about, you're going to end up with a, a disaster. I have a friend who, loves to outsource everything, and he outsources everything, from web design to Facebook accounts to all kinds of, stuff. And one of the things he outsourced was his Twitter account. And only, I obviously know a bit about Twitter, and I was like keeping an eye on the account, just because he was a friend of mine, just to see what he was doing and stuff. And I noticed that every day at like 1 or 2 a.m., there was all these pornographic posts being sent on his Twitter account, right? Now, this was like a really serious business account, yeah, and there was these posts being sent out. And I sent him a message, and he couldn't believe it. He was like, "I can't believe that," When I told him where the stuff, his posts were going, he couldn't believe. And I took screenshots of it because they even tried to hide it, but I took screenshots of it so I could show him exactly. So the thing is, you need to know what your virtual assistants are also doing or what they're not doing in your accounts as well. Because a lot of them might be completely just beginning, and they might be starting out. They might never have run a social media account, so you might need to teach them scratch by scratch. So that's why important, you learn this stuff. The second thing is you could have virtual assistants who have already been doing things a certain way, and they go a bit crazy, right? They go a bit crazy, they go and add 500 Twitter followers in a day, or go and send out like 10 million friend requests with a new Facebook account, or different things like that, right? Which will get your Facebook account banned, it'll get your Twitter account suspended, and there's no point in you spending months or years building up an account for someone to come along in a day and wipe it out for you, right? So that's why it's important to be able to know what to do, and that way you can also, keep an eye on other people who are minding your accounts in the beginning. Once they've grasped it, once they're doing all the right tasks and steps, then you can sort of step back and not have to worry so much about it and just go and, check occasionally from time to time. But definitely in the beginning you want to, find out what's being done, right? Because otherwise it can threaten your online business. So what I'm going to do now is I'm basically going to just give you a list of things that I think you should be doing every day if you're trying to build up a following or a network on social media, for your business, for your services, for whatever it is. This is on top of other things you might want to do, and that's why I'm saying, you might not have the time to do this, or you might not want to do it physically, so you could outsource it. But I would, like I said, advise you to do this yourself, learn it, and then once you've learned it, then you can move on and get other people to do it for you. So the first thing I would say is there's different types of accounts. Obviously, there's different types of things on Facebook, right? And the three main things on Facebook for advertising, apart from paid ads, I'm not going to go into any paid strategies tonight, okay? This is all going to be free strategies. I'm not doing paid marketing tonight, okay? So the three things you have on Facebook is you have your Facebook groups, okay? Now the Facebook groups, the advantages of Facebook groups are they're interactive. So if you make a Facebook group and it's on a subject that people are interested in, after you get so many people in the group, it will take off by itself. People will add their own content, right? Now, the beauty about that is you can obviously pin a post at the top, so you can advertise your business up at the top of the group. So when your group gets to thousands and thousands of members, a lot of people will be able to see your stuff, click on it, and go opt in or join your thing. Okay, so the first thing is you've got Facebook groups, right? The second social media thing, you maybe even want to write this down, but what I'll do is I will post an overview of some of this stuff, and I will put a link to it below this hangout first thing in the morning. So if you come back to this page, you'll be able to go and actually see an overview of this stuff, right? But basically, you have your Facebook groups, Then the other thing you have is your Facebook pages. Now the thing about Facebook pages is it's not people have to like your Facebook page. In groups, they would join your group, right? In a Facebook page, they will like your page. Okay, it's not a profile, so they won't add you as a friend. It's just they will basically like it. Once they like your group, they will get updates. Now it used to be they would get all the updates. Now it's like crazy. It's like something like maybe 1 to 4% of your updates, unless you do a paid ad, right? Now if you're building up your page over years, you can have pages with 5 million people on them. So even if you're getting 4% of 5 million people, that's still a good substantial amount of people. To your Facebook group, right? So if you're doing this for years and years and years, and you build up a big group, it can be a lot of exposure. So it's definitely still worth building your Facebook page up. I wouldn't say don't build up your Facebook page because it's not getting as much exposure. I would still say to you, still build it up anyway, right? Your Facebook profile is completely different. It's basically a profile. It's a person. Person can basically add friends, right? They can add friends and do friend requests and stuff like that. Now the thing I find with outsourcing stuff is a lot of people would tend to go and add too many friends at once, and what happens is Facebook will block you or they'll shut down your account if you do too many friend requests to people you don't know. Okay, so my advice to you, if you're on Facebook, that's fine. You probably know what you're doing a bit anyway. If you're not on Facebook and you're starting up a new account and you've 0 friends, 0 followers, you're completely starting from scratch, you're a beginner, the first thing I would say is, just do people right, who is going to accept your friend requests, and that means you can build up a load of people who aren't going to complain and say they don't know you. Secondly, use your email. When you set up a Facebook account, it gives you an email where you can click and send an email to all your contacts, right? Send that email out, and then all the people who actually know you will click on your Facebook and quite likely add you as a friend. So that's a good way to get your sort of Facebook account started off, right, in the beginning. Once you actually do that, I would say to you, interact, right, every day. And this is the stuff you should probably be writing down. If you want to put this firstly under Facebook profile, okay, Facebook profile, write down Facebook profile. And what I would say to you is message or interact, right? Message or interact with 20 people a day, okay? Now, I am not a typical type of person when it comes to interacting or messaging on Facebook. So when I say message or interact, I don't mean send somebody you've never met before a message about your business opportunity, or are they in your business opportunity or stuff like that. I don't mean that, right? I mean, send them a message, I love your profile. I really like your profile. I see you're, in network marketing for 10 years. I've been in a few different network marketing companies. Blah blah blah. Feel free to add me. Feel free to add. Would love to connect. Right. Send 20 messages like that. Somebody makes a really good post with a personal development video. Hi, I love Jim Rohn videos. Thank you for sharing that. That was absolutely great. Have a bit of a chat with them and say, feel free to add me. Let them add you, right? And that way you're not doing 5 million friend requests to people you don't know and then getting blocked and shut down on Facebook. I would say, maybe if you do maybe 5 friend requests a day to people you don't know, that's okay. But what I would say is when you do friend requests to people you don't know, first hit send request, right? But instantly, as soon as you hit send request, if you don't hit send request, it's going to go to their other inbox. So they're not going to get your message, right? So hit send request and very quickly put your message and send it to them. So, say, hi, Stephen, I see you're also a fan of, Eric Worre. I've been watching Eric Worre stuff for ages, and I see you're in ABC Network. They have a great training there. Would love to connect. something like that, right? Now, the majority of those people will all add you because they'll all think you're nice and you're friendly and stuff like that. You're not trying to sell them stuff. You're not a spammer, right? And they'll add you. So that's a great way to build up your friends. Now, it's slow, but this is a long-term business we're talking about. We're not talking about going and setting 50 million people in a week and getting shut down, right? We're talking about a long-term profile, long-term business, right? So that's what I would do. Message 20 people a day. When I say message, you can send messages, maybe add 5 people a day. Message the people and basically get them to add you. Talk to them in such a way that you're going to get them to add you, like their stuff, comment on their stuff, and then they're going to say, who's this person? And then a lot of them are going to add you back, right? So do that. Don't do 100 a day, or else Facebook will know you're a spammer and they'll shut you down as well, right? So I wouldn't do any more than like 20 or 30 of those a day max, right? Just in case, especially if it's a new account, you're more likely to get flagged with a new account as well. Okay, now with your Facebook page, important stuff. The other thing with your Facebook account, I would say post 5 updates on your Facebook profile, right? Post 5 updates. I generally go by the rule, like about 30% links, right? There's all these people who say, never put a link on Facebook, don't sell your stuff on Facebook and all this. I think that's garbage. I think that's fine. If you're a marketer and you're spending, 5,000 a day or 5,000 a week on Facebook advertising, you don't need any links on your Facebook, right? You don't need them because you're doing loads of paid ads. If you're not doing any paid ads, if you haven't any money and you're doing, you're starting out, and even if you are doing paid ads, you may as well utilize your Facebook profile. Do you know what I mean? So I would say 30% of your posts have a link. You can post content, you can post viral videos. There's a viral video training that we have. So anyone who actually joins our team by clicking the link below, there is actually a viral video training at the inner circle level. So that basically teaches you how to do viral videos and put links in them. And Matthew actually did very well using that strategy on Facebook, okay? But basically just go post. You can post pictures. You can post pictures yourself or your family. You can post quotes. You can post recipes, whatever sort of thing your niche is. So if your blog's about recipes, if your blog's about internet marketing, if your blog's about personal development, you can post pictures of quotes of personal development, of internet marketing, of stuff like that. Okay. So the other thing I was going to also say, is do about at least 5 updates a day, right? Don't update your thing once a day. Do at least 5 updates. If you want to do more, if you want to do 10 or 20, that's great. You can do that as well. But do at least 5 updates a day, because if you're not updating your stuff, nobody's going to see your stuff, right? Nobody's going to see you. If you don't put any updates on your Facebook, nobody's going to see you, right? Simple as that. So if you're in our team, if you've been to these, if you come to these hangouts every week, you'll have seen a lot of ways that I automate this stuff. If you haven't, then you can only actually get access to the older hangouts, a lot of them in the back office. But if you join our team, you'll be able to get access in there into the site to actually get all our archives as well. Okay, and in those trainings I show you ways to automate it. I show you ways to automate so that your posts also go onto Facebook, and there's a whole lot of different things there, which would also help you with that. But I would say, do at least 5 original daily updates on your Facebook page, right? So these are like updates by you, not the same thing over and over again. These are like daily updates, right? And minimum, okay? Obviously, you don't want to post 100 updates either in case you get banned, but I would say 5 to 20 or 30 updates a day is fine. But just set a level for 5, and then if you do more, that's great. If you don't, that's okay as well. You don't want to live in Facebook either. Now, what I would say for your Facebook page is obviously as you build up your profile, then send invites for people in your profile. Send them invitations to like your Facebook page. Before you send the invites, and this is a mistake a lot of people make, before you send the invites, make sure you have some really cool content on your Facebook page that people are going to like. Because if you make a new Facebook profile and you invite all your friends to an empty page with one post on it, nobody's going to like it, or very few people are going to like it unless they know you really well and really like you and just do it because it's you, right? So make sure that your page that you send the invites to is interesting and it gives them some sort of value, content, or information that they're going to like, right? The next one is Google Plus. Okay. So Google Plus, I would say to you, Google Plus would be, what you need to do in Google Plus is add about 100, I would say add about 100 people a day. Add 100 people a day. Try and get people in your niche. Okay, let me just see here quickly. Let's see. I'm just going to share my screen here. Full screen. Okay. That's fine. Okay, Alan is having technical issues, so he probably won't be on with us tonight. He's having some issues with his computer. He just messaged me, so we'll get it sorted and he'll be back again next week, unfortunately. So I'll just continue here with this. So Google Plus, what you want to do in Google Plus, right? When you log into your Gmail, and if you don't have a Gmail account, set one up, right? Because you're going to need a Gmail account, okay? You're going to need a Gmail account if you're going to be doing this sort of stuff. So basically log into your Gmail account. Because I'm on Hangout with a different account, it's not going to show my main account that I use, but I'll just go to a new account or one that I probably haven't used much. So you come to your account, okay? So what happens is, whenever you go into your email, if someone sends you an email, if they are on Gmail, which a lot of people you will find are, it'll come on the right, okay? Can you see my page okay, Matthew? Yeah, I know you're on mute, that's okay. Hopefully you can. So up in the top right here, you'll see when I click on this person, basically it comes up here on the right, add to circles. So what I could do is I could just go and say, right, who is this? This is an internet marketer, okay? So I'll add to the circle internet marketers, right? So what will happen is...
By the way, Satiris, I just had myself muted out because there was quite a bit of background noise in the form of a small person.
That's fine. Could you see you can see my page okay, Matthew, yeah?
Yep, see it fine.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so basically you can then go and actually add them in your circle, okay? You can add them in your circle like that. So that's one way. So, you know, you can get people who have sent you emails and you can know what they're about just by reading their email. Obviously, this person sent me stuff about marketing systems, so they're obviously internet marketers. So I immediately know they're internet marketers. The other thing in Google Plus is that you have a thing called circles. So basically, you can create circles for different people, and you can say, this is, you know, a friend, this is family, this is acquaintance, this is an internet marketer, this is an entrepreneur. So basically, you can give them a circle and basically, you know, call them whatever, you know, whatever circle you want to put them into. So it could be someone who does recipes, you know, so you could create a circle called, you know, cooks, you know, or recipes, right? Right. So basically, you could see somebody send you a recipe, and then you can just add them to, you know, your recipe circle, okay? Or it could be a personal development circle. So you could just make a circle, create a new circle, call it, personal development. And then when you get an email from Tony Robbins, so boom, like that. So now the other way now, what you can do, the other way, and this is the easy way to get a lot of people is find someone in your niche. Okay, so find someone in your niche. So what's that? Matthew, can you remember? Is your signed on? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you? Ah, that's it. I remember now. It's Guy Kawasaki. There's a guy, has loads of followers, and I'm just trying to remember his name. So he talks about social media and stuff like that, right? So you can go and look up someone in Google Plus. Guy, that's it. Guy Kawasaki. Okay. So now, obviously, I do follow him, but like I said, this isn't my usual account. So just click follow. So he's an internet marketer. So boom, our social media expert, we could call him as well. So create use circles. So put social media experts. Okay. So what you can do now, you have this circle. So every time you get an email, you can obviously add them to social media experts. Now the great thing about this is he has a lot of people in his circles. You see, look, he's got 6,299,000 people in his circles, right? So I just go into his profile. That is his profile. Unfortunately, because he hasn't added me back yet, I can't actually maybe see all his circles. But normally if you click here, you can see who's following him, right? So those are going to be really, really targeted people. Those are going to be people who are interested in social media and internet marketing. So you can basically go and find all the people who are interested in your subject. Now, obviously, if you're looking people who are interested about, health and wellness, what you'll do is you'll go and you'll find someone, who talks about health and wellness. So you can maybe go and type in, Dr. Brian Clements, or something. Oh, I can nearly spell. Yeah, so, and you can see here, this is all mine. This is coming from another account of mine when I type it in, yeah. So when someone types in the Google Plus Dr. Brian Clements, all my videos come up. If you go here, it goes to probably, yeah, it goes to Empower Network. Yeah, so basically, obviously, Dr. Brian Clements isn't on Google Plus yet. Okay, but what you would do is you would just basically type in whoever it is, the person you're looking for, who you think will have a lot of followers. And
Here, there.
yeah,
I think maybe Brian Clements needs a social media manager. What do you think?
I know, exactly. I know. I was just thinking that when I saw that. So,
Can I just mention to everybody that this is what the power of understanding social media and how to use it, like Satiris is talking about here. You can go to people like Brian Clements, who probably doesn't do any of his social media or doesn't know how to do it, and you can say, do you realize, you're not on Google Plus, it's the next big thing, and your social media needs a lot of work. I can be your social media manager for $1,000 a month, and just by learning what is being taught in this Hangout right now, you can just put that into practice and then start doing it yourself and then outsource it like Satiris has just done with somebody else, and then you can have a passive income of $1,000 per month. Then you may be paying an outsource of $200, $250. Then it's passive income of like $750 per month from from doing that. So this is the power of learning stuff like this, and what you can do with it when you have a little bit of initiative, right?
Yep, absolutely. But I mean, it's also very, very good for building your own business. If you actually do this in your Empower Network business, you'll be making a lot more money than you'll probably make even doing that.
Right.
you know. But it's a good. The good thing actually about it for me is it actually takes me back to where I was in the beginning, because obviously I have a lot of things going on, I have a lot of websites going on, so on and so forth. And with actually managing social media for someone, it means it has to be done, right? It has to be done. And this is what I stress to you. If you actually put it as it has to be done, part of your business, you will build a huge business and you will make money. But if you don't actually do it, it won't, right? So this is why it's very important to write this stuff down and do it, or get someone to do it on a daily basis. Personally, I think if you get this down, and in 5 or 10 years have a huge amount of people, um, have a huge amount of people in your following on Google Plus, on Pinterest, on Twitter, on Facebook, on your Facebook pages, and a huge email list. You're going to be able to make so much more money in anything, and you're going to have so much more exposure than anybody else, right? You can get as much exposure, more exposure than actors and stuff from doing this stuff. I was at a 3-day live event this weekend. That's another thing that kept me busy this week. And the guy in it's made like over, I think up until 5 years ago, he made over $100 million. He's probably made about 150, $160 million, right, from marketing online. And I mean, one of the things he did was he wasn't a singer, and he actually made a CD, right? He made a CD, and he used a pretend name, right? And he marketed the CD on Amazon in the pretend name, and he actually was above Bruce Springsteen for best-selling CDs. Bruce Springsteen's best-selling CD, and this is somebody completely unknown, nobody had ever heard of, singing country and western, right? And he was above Bruce Springsteen. Okay, so I mean, this is the kind of stuff that you can do if you implement these, strategies. If you build a huge following on social media, on all these different accounts like we're teaching you, you know. But you have to actually follow the steps. You have to do what I'm saying. You can't just go away and think about it and say, "Oh yeah, I'll do it next week," right? You need to actually start doing it now. And like I said, if you learn this and you do it for a while, then you can outsource it. You don't have to do it all yourself. But this is very important if you want to build a business. And once you can build a business online for yourself, you can also build a business online for anyone else as well, right? And that's going to help you one way or another, because everyone wants to build their business online, right? So anyway, where was I? Okay, so the thing about it is you can go to people and pages. Let me see. Follow here. So I can put in a circle health and wellness. Health and wellness. Now, because this is a completely new account and I don't have many people on it, I don't have a lot of people with a lot of followers follow me back. And if I actually log out of this account, it's going to log me out of my Hangout, so I can't log out of it on this computer, which is a bit of a pain, but it's just one of those things. But if you go now to any of these people, you can then go again to their followers and you can click on them if they're also following you back, right? But again, like I said, this is completely a new account, so there's like nobody is probably following me back because I haven't been using this account. So, but when you actually click on this, you will get a list of all their followers. You will get like pages and pages of followers here. And all you do is you just basically go and let me just say, I'm sure Guy Kawasaki has a few comments on this thing just to show you. And what will happen is, you see the way here, there's pictures here, right? So you can go here. These are people that are commenting on his stuff, right? So you can come here and just click on those people. Add, yeah. Just create a new circle. Guy Kawasaki fans, right? Boom. Okay. So we could just go here, add Guy Kawasaki fans, add. So I would recommend personally with this, I would say do 5 updates a day also. So write down Google Plus and post 5 original updates every day. So post 5 updates every day. That could be one of your YouTube videos. It could be a link. It could be a picture with a link. It could be advertising, an event, advertising a software, whatever you want. But do 5 posts a day. And then as you continually add more people in your circles, all those people are going to see your stuff. When they log into their Google Plus account, they're going to see their stuff, and then they're also going to see you following them, and then they will follow you back, and then they click there, they're going to see all your links and all your websites, right? So 5 posts a day, follow 100 people a day. It'll become easy because, once you do this for a while, you're going to have people that you're following. You could be, you're going to have some people you're following and they're like 200,000 followers and they follow you back. So you just go through the list of 200,000 followers, you just click add, and then you put whatever category they're in. So, if you do this with 100 people every day, you're going to build up a huge, you're going to build a huge network on Google Plus. You might want to just go with one with real faces so that you're not getting spammy type things. Yeah. Just add and give them the category. And you scroll through, you'll see there's loads here, loads more here. Right, so same again, just add. Boom. Add. Boom. Then when those people come, they're going to see that you've added them. They're going to say, who's this? They're going to click, they're going to go straight to your Google Plus, and then they're going to see your videos, they're going to see your post, they're going to see all your information, and they're going to see what you're about. And if they like you, they'll add you back. And if they don't like you, they won't. So even if 30% of these people add you back, that means you're building up 30 people a day in your Google Plus account, right? So that's going to definitely help your business by doing this every single day. Okay, and like I say, to post an update in here, all you would do is, you go here and you can just grab a, you can grab a YouTube video. Here's a link here for my blog, right? Here's a link for my blog, so I can just let me see. I'll just go to one of my blogs. And I can just grab a post. I'll just grab the URL of this post, just click the top of it. Copy. Go to Google Plus, paste it, and then just put the title. I could just copy the title from here. Copy. Boom. Paste. Make sure you always leave a space after the link. So many people don't leave a space and the link doesn't work. Make sure you always leave a space between the words and the link as well. right? And then just click share. And then all those people that you've followed, when they go to your page, they're going to be able to go there, click there, and when they click there, that will then take them to your blog. And then obviously when they go down to the bottom of your blog, they're going to be able to click and join your team. You know, always have a call to action, tell them what to do. You know, so you can click here, you know, to go and join the team, and then click there, it goes to the join page. Yeah. So, okay, so that's what I recommend you do for Google Plus. So, recapping on that, in case you haven't written it down already, you might want to write it. Facebook profile, you know, message 20 people a day, friend request 5, post 5 original daily updates. Your Facebook page, again, same. The Facebook page, just obviously invite people to like your Facebook page from your profile. Post 5 daily original updates on your Facebook page as well. Google Plus, add 100 people every day to your Google Circles. Post 3 original daily updates. If at any stage in any of these social networks you get messages about adding too many people or stuff like that, then just cut down. You know, cut down. Try 20, try 30, try 50. You know, if they're starting to send you messages, stop doing 100, do 20, right? But I would say Google Plus, start off with 100 and see how you go with that, okay? Twitter, you need to be worried with Twitter, especially in the very beginning, okay? Because with Twitter, I'll just show you here, go to my Twitter account. With Twitter, I built up my Twitter account over quite a few years. Right, I built my Twitter account over quite a few years. Hold on, wrong Twitter account. Okay. So what you want to do with Twitter is you want to follow people in your niche. Again, okay. So if you're into internet marketing, you want to follow people, you know, who are interested in internet marketing. You know, now here's an example, right? If I want to find followers, right? Now you can say I've got, I don't know, 86,000 followers on Twitter, and the funny thing is my account was suspended for 3 years because I used the software on it for a while, and they suspended my account, and then I got it back after 3 years, which is quite funny, with 50 something thousand followers, or nearly 60. But basically, with your Twitter account, you want to go slowly for that reason. You know, what I would say to you is follow 50 people a day on Twitter who are targeted, okay? So if you're an internet marketer, you know, what you can do is you can just basically go to a profile of a top internet marketer, you know, type in the search up at the top, you know, type in the name of an internet marketer, you know. Right, here we go. Type in internet marketer, click here, and then you'll see he's 105,000 followers, right? Click on his followers. Now these people are obviously interested in internet marketing, right? So here we go. All you do is, you know, boom, boom, you know, follow. I would say follow 50 people a day, 50 targeted people a day in your Twitter account, right? So go in, follow 50 people. If it's an egg or it's some, you know, stupid picture, I wouldn't bother doing it. But you know, try and follow real people. You know, try and follow real people. You can also follow maybe big businesses or something. Stuff like that, their marketing systems, right? Follow these people. Okay. So follow 50 people every day on your Twitter. You want to write that down, right? Twitter, follow 50 people a day. Once again, I would do at least 5 updates on your Twitter account every day. Make sure you have at least 5 updates. Okay, so just, you know, you can do this very, very quickly. I mean, you know, 1, 2, 3, right? Or a quicker way to do it, there's a tool, and it's called justunfollow.com. That's justunfollow.com. And you just click sign in with Twitter. You sign in with your Twitter account. Okay, and then what you can do is you can basically find, you can see your recent followers. Okay, and you can follow them back. So you can go, just click the plus button and follow the people back who followed you, like so. So you can see it doesn't, it doesn't take a long time. You could probably do this in a couple hours every morning. It depends how serious you are about your business. It depends how much money you want to make. If you don't do this stuff, it's obviously not going to do anything for you, or it's not going to do very much for you. So, I would definitely highly recommend you do this. And if you have any unfollowers, people who don't follow you back, get rid of them as well. If people don't follow me back, I get rid of them. Twitter doesn't like you to be too far out of alignment, so you don't want to be like following twice the amount of people that are following you. So what you do is every day go in and unfollow people, follow them, and then give them 3 days to follow you back. If the people haven't followed you back in 3 days, it's quite likely they're not gonna follow you back. Okay, so just unfollow them. So find the people who aren't following you. Now you can also use this tool. You can use keyword follow grow. So you could just type in a keyword. So I could type in blogging, for example. Search, and these will find people who have been posting on Twitter about blogging. Okay, so I can just click and follow these bloggers. Again, highly targeted people. You can see it doesn't take a long time, to follow 50 people. It's very, very short, very quick. Okay, you can only do like 25 or something in this a day, but you can upgrade and basically do the paid version. Then you can do unlimited. But it's just another tool, it's just a tool. You can do it manually, like I was showing you inside Twitter as well, by just finding people and just following them that way. Okay, so it's up to you. But this is good for unfollowing people. There's also another tool for finding unfollowers. Now, once your Twitter account gets over 50,000 people, it won't work. But up until 50,000 people, it's great. And it's basically called, just Google it here. It's called, oh no, that's not it. It's not Google. It's called, I think it's, I remember it's dossy.org, I think, DOSSY, dossy.org. It's called Twitter Karma. No, that's not it, actually. Sorry, it's not. I'll Google it. It's easier. Google. Normally I type in 2 G's and Google comes up. So, okay, Twitter Karma. Dossy.org/Twitter Karma. Okay. So that's it. So it's dossy.org/Twitter/karma. Okay, dossy.org/Twitter/karma. And all you do is you click here. Now, it won't work for my account because I have more than 50,000 people and it would take forever. But you just sign in with Twitter. And then what it does is it will bring a list of all these people. It will bring a list of all the people who aren't following you back. And then you just basically press the whack button. And when you press the whack button, it will basically unfollow all the people who aren't following you back on Twitter. Okay, so that's how you get rid of those. Okay, so I hope you're finding this useful so far. If you're enjoying this so far, feel free to post below in the comments if you're getting any value. Also, if you've any questions, feel free. There's a comment section below. You can log in with Twitter to post your comment below. And if you've any questions, post that below as well. Okay, so that is Twitter, right? So we've been through Twitter. Pinterest now, I've put out, the last few weeks, I put out a Pinterest training, okay? If you haven't already seen it, if you go to my page somewhere, somewhere in asksotiris.com, asksotirs.com, if you go up at the top and there's some free stuff, and one of them says Pinterest training, if you click on that, you'll be able to get access to the Pinterest training video, okay? But I'm just going to talk about what to do on Pinterest. I'm not going to do the training, but I'm just going to basically tell you what to do. Are you there, Matthew?
Yep.
Yeah, you can hear me okay? Everything, yep. I'm still loud and clear, yeah? Okay.
Perfect.
Yep, that's great. So, yeah, so basically this is Pinterest. If you haven't used Pinterest before, I highly recommend that you do use it. Okay. Once again, the same thing again with Pinterest. What you want to do with Pinterest is you want to follow 100 people a day. Okay, you want to follow 100 people a day on Pinterest. So how you would do that is if you just go to the main Pinterest page and find somebody who's posting stuff that you're interested in. Okay, so if you scroll down, you can see here there's somebody. No, that's a picture. Let's see. So this is virtual field trips and tours. Let's see what I can find. This looks like some person's been going crazy by the looks of it, posting the same person all over my wall. Here's someone interested in her stuff. Obviously, I'm not really interested in her stuff, so I'm trying to find something about internet marketing. This is like probably health stuff, get fit, eat clean, right? So this is somebody who's interested in health. So if I am trying to find people who are interested in health, if I click on this and then see who is following this person, okay, you can see they've quite a lot of pins, the 410 followers, right? So these people are all interested in health. Okay, now generally I would, be interested in this because I have health sites and stuff. I'd also be interested in internet marketing, blog and stuff like that. So what I would do is I would click here and see her followers. And then all I would do here is follow 100 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can see, this doesn't take a long time. You could get through this in, about 10 minutes. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now, about 15% of the people, 20, who you follow on Pinterest will follow you back. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
I haven't done anything with Pinterest. Is it? It's mainly photographs, right?
It is photographs, Matthew, but the brilliant thing is that people like pictures of certain things, right? People like pictures, certain sharing pictures. And what happens on Pinterest, most people are in Pinterest don't know how to market on Pinterest, and basically, they just post pictures and that's it, right? Mm-hmm. They're not marketing, they're just posting pictures. But if they know how to market on Pinterest, each of these pictures will actually go to a web address, right? Yep. So if I basically click this and they know what they're doing, right? You see, they'll put their URL here. You see, this person knows what they're doing. They've got their URL here. And if I click on the picture, it will go to their page. It did go to their page, but the site's down. The site isn't working at the minute, but they obviously do know what they're doing because they have put their URL in here. So if you go here, so basically what I could do, right, say I have a health site, right? Say I have a health site. I don't like that anyway, and I don't want to put it, but say, I don't see anything that's really over exciting here, but I'll click on this one maybe. So say I decided to pin this, right? Say I wanted to share this in my board and everyone who follows me to see this. All I would do is click pin it, right? And what I'll do is where it says description, I'll put the URL of my health site so that they can actually go to my site when they click it, right? So I'll put healthtips202.com. Okay, and then I'll just click pin it. And this is the important part. Once you've pinned it, click see it now. And then if you click here on edit, this is the important bit, you click here and edit. You'll see that someone has their link there for their blog, you see. So all you do is you just change this. Just put in your own link. So I'll put in www.healthtips202.com. Now anybody who is basically following me, that will now appear on my wall. So everyone will actually see this on my wall, right? Anybody who's on Pinterest now, that will come up here, on their wall. And then if they come and click, either if they click the link here, they'll go to my health site, right? Or if they actually click on the picture, they'll also go to the health site. Okay. So you could put anything in there. You could pin the stuff about blogging, and it could go to your Empower Network blog. You could post a thing in there about health. It could go to your health blog. You could post a thing in there about personal development. It could go to your personal development blog. It could go to your capture page. You go wherever you want. So basically, if you're posting, again, I would say with Pinterest, post 5 pins a day on Pinterest. Follow 100 people a day on Pinterest and post 5 pins every day, right? Okay, so I'll put this down in your list as well. And like I said, if you don't want to do this or you don't have time to do it in the beginning until you understand it. And once you understand it, then outsource it. Get someone else to do it. Okay. Now the other thing I haven't actually mentioned, which I want to mention as well, especially for people who are new, just starting out, is also you want to also join groups in your niche. So if you're promoting, a network marketing business, you want to join groups about network marketing. If you're promoting an internet marketing business, join groups about internet marketing. If you're promoting make money or home businesses, join make money groups, home business groups, stuff like that. I would say. Pinterest? What's that? Sorry.
Is this within Pinterest?
No, sorry. This is about Facebook. We're going to Facebook now. That's Pinterest. That's basically Pinterest. Pinterest. All you want to do in Pinterest is share a pin, right? Basically, you can repin people's stuff. So basically, you find a pin that you like, and just repin it, and just put your link. Just put your link in the pin, right? Put your link in the bottom here, and put link it to also go to your site, and then everybody who comes and then clicks on that article will then go to your site. There might be some articles that are by a certain person and you maybe just want to leave the link in them, and just send them for content. But if you see a nice picture, and you have a holiday site and you see a nice picture of Paris, you could post your holiday site link in there. Or if you see a picture of New York, or if you have a health and wellness site, and you see a picture of a basket of fruit or something, you can click on it and put your health and wellness URL in there and put it at the bottom. But it's just a matter of, posting nice, pretty pins. I mean, if you go to my, let's just see here. If you go to my profile, like I said, I go through all this in the Pinterest training video. So there's no point in me going through all of it, but I have different boards basically. So this is a board about health tips. So anytime I see something about health, you see, I will just click and add it here, you see? And then if people actually go and click on that, they will go to wherever the pin came from or wherever I put in for them to go. Okay, so that came from my Ask Tears blog, but it's about health. So if someone comes here, clicks on this pin, right? Clicks on this pin, clicks on the link, it's going to go to my Ask Satirists blog. It's going to go to the post, right, about vaccines, because that's what it's about, right? Okay, so if we go back, click on my name, you'll see there's a thing called boards. I go through all this in the training, and I could be here all day going through all this stuff. Basically, you just create boards with different categories. So you could have, your favorite films, things for the home, internet marketing products, internet marketing tools, favorite websites, favorite food. And all you do is you come here and you basically post pictures and you put your links to your different sites in them. Okay? So all the people who follow you will then see your stuff. So you can see I have 1,367 followers in Pinterest. So basically, if they're logged into Pinterest, those people, when I post any of this stuff or repin any other people's stuff, they're going to actually be able to see it in their timeline. And if they click on it, they're going to go to my website. I actually know someone who gets about, in my team, and they get about 35% of their traffic on their blog from Pinterest, right, from these pins. So this does work. It's not, airy-fairy. It does actually work. Okay. So I'm just going to move on now to Facebook. It was something I left out on Facebook, and basically what that is go to Facebook. Hold on, I have to log in the own account here. If you go to Facebook, I'm just going to close some windows because it's getting a wee bit crazy here. So if you log into Facebook, what I recommend you also do as part of your daily stuff, if you're serious about really promoting your business and you really want to get a lot of people to your stuff, it's also a good way to also get friends. If you're new and you haven't got a lot of friends, you can also post in groups and tell people to ask people to request you as a friend. You can just put a message in a group, you can go here, let's go here, let's do one here. Just post one here. Okay, so this is one of my groups. There's 35,111 members in it. Okay, and you can see there's like 10 requests here for people to join it. This goes 24/7 like crazy. Okay, so if you are interested, I post something like this, if you're interested in or work from home business, writing something in general, you could change this and write whatever you want. If you're interested in network marketing and work from home business opportunities and you haven't connected with me yet here on Facebook. Here, I'll not even say Facebook in case it draws up a wee flag. Haven't connected with me here. No, I'll put on Facebook. I'll just put on FB. Then feel free to so www.facebook. So that's like an invitation to 35,000 people to add me as a friend. So even if 10 people or 5, there's 2 friends you've got today. So boom, right? So now anybody that logs in that group will see that. If you're interested in network marketing and work from home business opportunities, haven't connected with me yet here on Facebook, then feel free to connect. I should have said feel free to connect. Feel free to connect here would be better. Maybe put a capital just to make it stand out a wee bit. Something like that, yeah. So you can post some messages in groups like that. You can go and post a few messages like that in some big groups. Find big groups and basically post messages like that in them, and that will also get you friends if you're with a new account and you haven't got any friends. Instead of getting yourself banned by adding loads of people you don't know. Okay, that's the way. That's a strategy for you to do that. Like I said, I would join at least 30 groups in your niche. Okay, so whatever your niche is, if your niche is, health and wellness, for example, health and wellness, whatever it is, right? Go here. There's one, 4,912 members. I see you're in that, Matthew, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can see 4,912 members. I'm obviously in it as well. I've already. No, I haven't. Maybe. Open group. Why? Maybe you can't post in this one. Yeah, it's one of these crazy groups they have where you can't post. Let's just check. Yeah, you can't post in that for some reason. Most groups you can actually post in. Okay, so you'll need to join the group. It'll look like this, but then when you click join, you should be able to post in it. This one actually looks like I'm already a member, but for some reason they've said they don't allow people to post, or they're not allowing everyone to post. So this isn't really any good for you. If you see a group like this, then maybe you want to leave it and go and join another group, or maybe you just want to go and comment and stuff. You could come here and comment and stuff and say, oh yeah, this is lovely, blah 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 blah, and then people will see you and people can message you and stuff like that. So you could do that too. But a lot of people in these groups don't like people posting on their comments either. So I wouldn't really go too mad on the comments unless it's a good comment about their stuff. I would be careful what you say in the comments on people's posts, because a lot of groups, I personally delete a lot of people from my group because they come in. I give them the whole freedom to post anywhere in my group, and then they come in and I have a pinned post and they come and they post all this spam under, join my business, join my link, join this, join that. When I see people doing that, I just basically ban them from the group. So I wouldn't recommend, posting a load of rubbish or ads as a comment if you can't post in the group, but you maybe just want to put something positive or, be friendly with people. Okay. So say for example, a group about online business. So here's a group about online business, right? So you can join a group like this. This is one of my other groups as well. You can come and join a group, and then if you join as many big groups as possible, I'll type in here. Here's another one I'm part of. There's another one. There's one. You see, there's one with 63,000 members there, right? So 63,000 members. You know, you come, you join the group, and then you basically post your stuff in this group. You get a lot of exposure. If you join 30 groups like this and every day post in 30 groups, now I wouldn't do the 30 posts in 5 minutes, you know, on all the groups. What I would say is, you know, come in, do maybe 5 posts, you know, in 5 of the groups, and then come in a few hours and do another 5 and another 5 groups, and so on and so forth. Don't like blast them all 30 messages at the same time, or that will also get you banned. But I would say, you know, post and your thing in, you know, 20 groups, post them in 20 groups, join 30 big groups, and then post in 20 of them a day manually. You know, post in 20 of them a day. So, you know, here I can take my here I can take my blog post, for example. You can just grab your blog post, or you can grab content, or you can grab a picture, or you know, you can grab whatever you want. I'll basically just grab my blog post here. Just grab the link, go in here. I think it's quite an interesting post, so, and then just copy the title, copy. Again, make sure you leave a space between your thing and the link, or else your link won't work. And then just click post. All right, so I've posted that in there. You know, then I can go copy this, go to another group, click here, post it in here. Now, if you have the advantage of owning some big groups and you've set up some big groups, then you can also pin your post. Okay, so you can see here, this is a pin post that I posted earlier. Okay, so what I could do is, like, I could unpin this. I could click to unpin it, and then I could pin this one up at the top if I want. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that one there, I think. So basically, you know, you can then pin it at the top, and it means everyone who comes to the group is going to see your post up at the top. It's the first thing they're going to see. So you get a lot of people clicking your stuff from that as well. Okay, so like I said, you know, I've shown you this stuff. I mean, I think if you do this stuff, if you implement the stuff that I've showed you today, you write it out in a list form and you actually do it. You know, you just go through the list and do it, you know, one by one, and do those tasks every day, or you get someone to do those tasks every day. In a year, you're going to have an absolutely fantastic business. Right now, we haven't touched on YouTube. You know, obviously, you know, Matthew has done very well from YouTube, from doing, you know, Matthew, how many, generally on average, like, what would you do normally in sort of normal time? You know, would you do like a video a day, or generally, or a couple of videos a day, or?
Yeah, well, it varies. I go in bursts.
I know you're sort of on and off like myself, but you know, just like, you know, even if you do. Yeah.
I think a video a day is a great thing to do.
Yeah.
If you can knock out a video a day, the same way if you can knock out a blog post a day, you know, just great. It's great to be consistent, and you know, sometimes I'm not consistent, but sometimes I'm really consistent for a short period of time.
Yeah.
So I'm good in bursts.
Yeah.
It probably averages out to be a video a day or something.
Yeah. So I mean, if you do a video a day, you know, after 5 years, you're going to have a huge business. You know, if you do that stuff a day, I would say if you do that stuff a day for a year, that I'm telling you, you know, after a year, you could have a huge business just doing that. What I've showed you today, you know, but you have to actually do it. You have to do it. You know, if you only do it for 5 days of the year, then it's going to take you 100 years to build it up, right? So, you know, you need to do it every day. So what I would say is, get the list, do it, sit down, you know, make it a habit, do it for a week, do it for 2 weeks. If you don't want to do it, then outsource it, get someone else to do it, you know, get someone else to do it for you. But learn how to do it first, and once you're doing it yourself, then you can show someone else what to do. You can know if they're not doing it right. Anybody who joins our team, they can get instant access to myself, to Matthew, to anyone else on our team they join under. They can ask me any question. You can call me up on Skype. I'm perfectly contactable. You can send me a message on Facebook. You can get me on Skype, and I'm more than happy to help you. With all this stuff. So you can get started by just clicking the link below. It's like $25. It's for nothing. When I started online, I spent over 100 grand in courses and marketing and tools and software to get to where I am today, and it's took me years. It's took me 8 or 10 years or something. I can show you all the stuff I learned in 8 or 10 years, in a few months. So you could spend 8 or 10 years learning that stuff, or you could just join our team and learn from Matthew, learn from myself, and get all that information in a fraction of the time. As far as I'm concerned, the most valuable thing, a lot of people think, yeah, money's valuable. Money is valuable, and that's one of the reasons we're in this business, is obviously to create value for people, and also to make some money in the process. Because if you don't have any, money, you're not, you can say that you're happy with no money, but realistically, there's a lot of things that you're lacking. There's a lot of things you can't get. There's a lot of things you don't have access to. You don't have access to organic food. You don't have access to healthy food. You can't buy a water filter. You can't live in a nice, healthy area. There's so many things that you need. You should have, financial freedom for as well. There's things, it's very, very important as well. There's no point in fooling yourself that you can sort of be penniless and live this wonderful, happy lifestyle of abundance. Unless you own your own island and you've maybe grown everything or something, but still, there's going to be a lot of things that you probably can't do. So, that's why we're in this. Basically, we're all lifting each other up. We're all helping each other. We're all showing people, each other ways to make more money, to grow your business, and at the same time, we're all benefiting it. We're all going to benefit from it. We're all going to benefit. The people who we bring into this business, who teaches these techniques and trainings and stuff, they're going to help their friends and stuff to make money. They're going to make money from that as well by being in this business. And we're going to make money from that as well from being in this business. So, like I say, you can get access to all that for like $25 a month, just by clicking the link below. So it's kind of a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, unless of course you don't want to make money online, or you know enough already, so you don't really need this information. So that's really it for me. Like I say, I really apologise that Allan couldn't get logged in. There was some technical issues, and he couldn't actually get logged in. There was some problem with his computer. Some software thing going on, and he couldn't actually get logged in, so he messaged me. So hopefully we're going to have him on this time next week, even if he has to come over here, and we share the computer or whatever. We'll do it that way if necessary. So like I said, I'm just going to check here, Matthew, if there's anything you want to say. I'll just check here the comments and stuff and see if there's any comments or questions.
That was a great, just straightforward, nuts and bolts training there, Satiris, of the main social media outlets which to use, from Facebook to Google Plus to Twitter to Pinterest. That's it, isn't it? It's just take the daily actions on those, and also the having software as well, because like I use I'm not sure what you're going to do, talk about the software another thing, or is that just for people who are members get access to stuff like that?
Well, basically, I don't want to give all my stuff because I've a lot of stuff about outsourcing and so on and so forth, and obviously it's a limited thing because obviously there's a limited amount of people on those sites, and you know I'm happy to share that with people who are on our team and so on, but I don't obviously want everyone on the internet going and using our outsourcing places and so on and so forth, or else it'd get a wee bit crazy and
Okay.
it
Yeah.
would be
Yeah. I
more
suppose.
difficult for us. But I mean, if you're in our team, if you join our team tonight, or if you're already in our team and you're interested, in where to get outsourcers, how to get outsourcers, um, on what to tell the outsourcers and so on, and a bit more about that, then if you just message myself or message Matthew, and either Matthew or myself will get back to you, um, and give you the information, give you access to the sites and stuff that I use for outsourcing the social media,
Yeah.
and also, how to, where to get them, the sort of money that you can expect to pay and stuff like that. I mean, you're talking, you can get outsourcing from, couple of hundred, $200 or $300 a month, for
Full
someone
time.
to
Full time.
40 hours a week. Now that might sound not very much or whatever, but in a lot of these countries, that's actually a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So, it's like us, maybe earning, £1,000 a week or something, or £500 a week. So, so it's definitely, and there's loads of people, dying to have a job, they want to have a job, they're struggling, and you're actually helping people who are really struggling to, be able to feed their family, help them to have a better life, help them to go and buy a laptop and buy the things that they actually need so that they can improve their lives as well. So, by outsourcing, you're also helping other people as well.
Yeah. Balancing out the equation for sure.
Absolutely.
And we also use software as well. And you've actually inspired me more now, Satiris, for that to get going with all my social media stuff again, because
Yeah.
I'd neglected it a bit there, and so yeah, I'm definitely going to get my softwares up and running again and get everything going, because that also cuts out a lot of manual labor. It's used the various
Absolutely.
software that we have available as well.
Well, it does. Yeah, it's just the one thing. The only one thing I'll say to you is, if you're going to use software, my one bit of advice, if you're going to use a lot of software and stuff, is it's maybe worth having some other accounts. If you're going to go like crazy in software, because if it's an account you've been building up for years, you don't really want to risk it disappearing. Because if you go crazy with certain types of software, sometimes you can um, disappear your accounts. So I've done that in the past with my Twitter account. So, I don't know if I would recommend like push. If you just start a new Facebook account and you're going to use software, go for it. You know what I mean? If it's delete your Facebook account, you can go and make another one, no problem. But if you've been building up a social media following for like 5 or 10 years on your social networks, and then you like go crazy with software, you could end up with no social network. So be careful about that. One of the great things about what I've showed you tonight is I've actually showed you very how would you call it? Um, what's the word for it, Matthew? Um, like conservative. I've showed you very conservative measurements. I've showed you very conservative amount of people to follow. Right? I haven't told you follow 300 or 500 people a day, which could get your account banned. Right? But the thing is, what you have to remember is, if you're following 50 people or 100 people a day on 5 social networks, you're following 500 or 250 to 500 people a day, right? And if 30% of those people come back, that's like 200 people a day. So you're adding 200 people a day to your network of followers, right? But if you try and add 500 people on Facebook and use software and use this and use that, yeah, it might work. You might get away with it, and that's fantastic. And yippee-yi-yay. I mean, I personally love that. I love that myself. But I've also been on the end of the boot from YouTube, from from Twitter, and I've had my fair share of warnings from Facebook as well. So that's why I'm giving you a conservative way to do it. If you follow that way, you're highly unlikely to get banned or blocked or whatever, because it's very conservative. You could push that more, you could push it harder, but you could find that if you push it harder, you'll get your account sort of maybe not blocked, maybe suspended, maybe warnings or whatever. So I'm just giving you the conservative way to do it. You could come in and you could try and follow 300 people in a day. When I got VA, new VA last week, she came in and followed 300 people on Twitter in a day, and I saw it and I was like, oh no. I'm so lucky the Twitter account's still there on a new Twitter account following 300 people in a day. But like I say, because you're spreading over 5 social networks, it doesn't look like a lot. But if you were to come in and follow 5 times that amount of people on Facebook or on Twitter or on Pinterest, you could damage your account. Okay, so that is my social media disclaimer to you. So I mean, I think basically I've covered what I want to say for this evening. We have other trainings as well as having these trainings, as well as having access to myself, as well as having access to Matthew. People who join our team with the link below also have access to trainings from my upline, who has, made over 500,000 in this business. I think something like over 500,000 so far in this business, and he makes about 40,000 a month. So, he does trainings, webinars, stuff like that. You also have access to a whole training site, team training site, with capture pages, squeeze pages, and stuff like that too. So anybody who joins, through our link today will get access to all of that. The other thing is, if you're on here and you're in our team, or you've just come and you're going to be joining our team, you can also advertise this hangout every week, okay? And anybody who comes to this hangout and registers for Empower Network, basically they will be joining through your link, so you will get paid 100% commissions for it. Like I say, I have to just put a quick disclaimer that obviously the money that we make online using this system, everyone won't do the work that we do, everyone won't do their followings on social media, everyone won't do their messages on social media, everyone won't do their blog post. So people who don't do that won't get the results that we get, okay? And that's our disclaimer. Not everyone is going to make money, because some people will come in and they'll just sit and do nothing, and they won't even make a blog post. And if you're that person and you think, by joining for $25 you're going to make $1 million, then it's probably not going to happen for you. So, I just want to put that out there before you join us. But if you're committed, if you have a dream, if you want to make a certain income, if you want to be able to spend time with your kids, with your family, get to see them grow up, instead of running around, sitting in traffic all day, going to a job, working crazy night shifts and doing things that you don't like and not seeing the people you love, then, this is the perfect opportunity for you. It's just right in front. We're just basically staring you right in the face. So, you just click the link below and get started, and you can learn all the stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear us. What you're literally doing is you're condensing years of work, trial and error, into months or even weeks when you join our team and start running with us. that's what you're essentially doing. Like as Satir said, the 8 to 10 years of learning, working it all out, high-priced seminars, traveling all around the place, and myself doing a lot of that sort of stuff as well. You know, what we have now is a system and a formula where you're literally just condensing it all down, all those years, into creating the same results in months or even weeks.
Yeah.
And that's what's possible, and that's what we're offering, and that's what happens when you choose to join now.
So as well as that, what I'm going to do is I will put, I'll put a list, I'll put a link, and it will be on this page tomorrow. So if you refresh this page tomorrow, it will be under the Team Hangout. I will basically put a link to a page with a list of what I've just went over tonight in case you've missed any of the stuff. Okay, and as well as that, like I said, if you're already on our team and you haven't thought even about outsourcing, you haven't thought about doing this stuff, or you just haven't, got off your seat, and done any of this stuff, right? And you're wondering why you haven't, maybe had success, because you haven't been doing anything or you haven't been doing the right things, then, just message me. And I can, I'll give you information about the sites where we actually go and get people, what sort of money you expect to pay people, and different information like that. So, just message me, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Skype. We also have obviously our team Skype group as well, so we can also, ask questions and share information and stuff there as well. So that's it. So, that's it for me for this week. Next week, by next week, we'll definitely have Allan with us, and he's an actor and director. Okay, so he's directed films and been an actor, and he's been in a lot of famous adverts, for big companies like Guinness and Hennessy and stuff like that. And he also has set up an online film school, so he's going to be teaching us some of that stuff here next week on our Hangout, and that'll be completely free for you people who come here. So, and like I said, make sure you invite your friends. All you do is you send them to abundantmarketing.net. That's ABUNDANT marketing, MARKETING.net. Question mark ID, that's the letters I and D, and then the equal sign, and then your Empower Network username. Okay, so that's abundantmarketing.net abundantmarketing.net (ID equals your Empower Network username. Okay, and anybody you send to that link, you can create an event on Facebook, or you can just post it in your wall, you can post it on Twitter, you can send an email to your list, and anyone who basically comes to this Hangout next week to get that free training and clicks the link below to join will be joining our team through you, and you will get paid 100% commissions for any sales. Okay, so that's it for me. You want to say something, Matthew, before we say goodbye?
Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Have a great week. Have a productive week, and see you next week.
Yep. Happy marketing, everybody, and we will see you again at 9 p.m. GMT. That's London or Dublin time again. See you then. Thank you.